Alright, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, I'm gonna make kind of a tutorial video on the island heist here for a buddy of mine. Shout out to Galaxy Tyrant, aka King Tyrant on Twitch. We're gonna go over a little bit of the fundamentals of this island heist. Things to think about is, you know, taking this route is the quickest I've done. The hack in itself, we should only be dealing with the one below. That's going to shave off so much time, because if you do the one in his office, it's going to be like 3 or even 4 on hard. And the things to think about with the hack itself is it's all literally based by counting. So the tip of the finger is 1 and the bottom I think is like 6 or whatever it is, and I'll show you that, but just giving you an idea of what to be looking out for when we get up to that point. Headshots count for everything. If you're not good at that, do your prep and get rid of the armor. I can also make videos on preps, doing the preps quickly, what to be looking out for there, and I can also do the you know, scoping the island out. I can show you how to get through that very quickly without being spotted once. So we're gonna go into this. I've been doing this like every day for a while now, and yeah, I'll try to give you a good, clean, methodical means to do this. Let's rock and roll. All right, so you know, as you can see here, you got a little bit of the map, and you can see that I've got the C's at that top left. That's cocaine that I'm gonna grab later on. I'm soloing this. If you know, this gets popularity and people want me to make another video with like a duo, because you don't really want to do this heist with more than 2 people, because the payout is just going to be really bad. 2 people's good, especially if you get gold. 1 person is going to get the maximum payout, but you got to know how to do that. And we're always going to be going for the elite challenge here. That's going to give me more of a payout. That's going to give you more of a payout. So yeah. So the prep, I went for the submarine. You're going to come in that way. My equipment, I don't do demolition charges. We're going to do the plasma cutter, of course. If it's the bearer bonds, you're going to get a code. The fingerprint cloner, and all that jazz. Now the weapons I use is I use the conspirator, and of course I have to use suppressors. That's like the only way you're going to get around here. So of course you're going to select your sub and all that. I'll select all that stuff once I actually get going, but that's kind of the things that you're looking out for there. But let's rock and roll. Let's actually get into it rather than talking about all that stuff. Alright. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we've already discussed that. You see the secondary targets. That could be more. I don't really look for everything inside the buildings on the cameras anymore, because of course I'm soloing. So like I said, we're going to select that. We're going to go in through the drainage tunnel. That is important. That's quick. But if you don't have that, you can always find it back when you're scoping out the island. I can make a video on that if I have to. It all depends on who's interested and all that jazz. Okay, so compound entry point. Again, we're going to do the drainage tunnel. Escape point, we want to do the sub again. You see it up there. We're going there because we're soloing. If you're not soloing, we would be taking a completely different route, and it's probably quicker. I like to go in at night, and we're gonna double check our weapons. Like I said, conspirator. Why I choose that is because it gives me a little bit more range than a shotgun, and I love pistols. But yeah, it's good for me. Especially if you like an automatic weapon, it's easier to clutch that way in case you don't get that headshot and you can move up on them. But headshots are everything, and you're gonna see that. There is one way to clutch it if you do botch, and that's getting to that last point quickly and getting out of the compound. You can make it with a little bit of the alarm going off, and it'll still register as nobody spotted you. But I rarely ever get spotted or anything like that. You shouldn't be getting spotted as long as you follow this all to a T. And we're not gonna go through any of the other shit. But let's remember, approaching vehicle is gonna be your sub, drainage tunnel entry point, drainage tunnel, the compound. That's how we're getting in. We're gonna have to use the cutter to get in there. We're leaving through the sub, and we're going at night. I'm just making sure you guys follow me to a T, okay? Alright, good. Let's rock and roll. So the very first thing is going to be getting into swimming and cutting. I will do majority of the compound. If not all of the compound in first person. And then once we get outside the compound, I'll go to third person. Explain a little bit about that once we get there. Everything I'll explain once we get there. We're going to go step by step. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of the fundamentals and things to think about before we go into the situation. Alright.
GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you are inside the compound, I will be able to see you on CCTV.
Probably another reason why I like doing this entry point is so don't really have to worry about those mines. I think they're more catering towards boats and stuff like that if you're above water on, you know, I guess if you entered on a boat. I've never done anything else other than this stuff. It would be interesting to try it. So everybody cuts this grate right here differently. Me, I like to do one pass, maybe two, and one pass is a little bit more slow. We'll start it up right here, boom, 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 and write it down, boom. Sometimes I skip over it accidentally, but you know, see it like that, boom, boom, boom. Simple as that. Nothing too crazy so far.
Perfect. As we say in Navy, you want the element of surprise? Choose least hygienic option.
First guy is gonna be right up the stairs. I'll talk about that in a minute. You should never. He shouldn't be looking around or anything like that. I've never lingered long enough for him to move. But he should just be your trickier guard. And I'll try to slow down, because I'll usually just run right through all this stuff. I've done it so many times. Alright, so I'm going to switch to first person, guard on the right side. Boom. So this right here is a room. If you guys want to do a duo, you're going to have to focus on that. That's the guy you're going to have to worry about. You see how he comes around that corner? Normally I'll get there before he even shows up. There's some stuff in there, as you can see. He only really went blue from there, though. Alright, so our second guy is going to be stepping over to there. Normally I'll get him right when he comes around this corner right here. He's going to come from here and go to there. Pop this camera. Boom. There you go. Another guy to worry about is you see that big red skull? That is your Juggernaut. Do not get near him. Alright, so we're looking for primarily the keys to the bottom. This guy's going to turn around. Usually if you pop him when he's not looking, he gave us our keys, as you can see there. If he doesn't, the guy down there will give it. Or if you just want to not worry about it, you're in a rush, you could always go through the office, and I'll explain that in a second. So as you can see, everybody's pretty much going to just stand there, be looking up. He will sometimes come down, so he'll come down these steps and he'll look here, so you might get him in between. Usually I do. He'll be staring at me and we just pop him right in the head. But he's kind of tricky though, because he likes to bob and weave. So that is an entry if you want to, but like I said, it's not really good because there's 3 hacks. that you have to do. And also grab money from here. It's all easy peasy from Sith. If you follow in everything, you can do this. It's simple. Alright, we want to get down there. I don't know if the Juggernaut's in my zone yet. Alright, he is. Normally, I move so quickly he doesn't even show up, but we're trying to take it a little bit slower so we know what we're doing. I'll let him pass by. We should walk up the steps and head to my right, his left. I should still make the elite challenge easily. But once you get all this stuff down, it's just gonna come like second nature. Alright, we're gonna go to the bottom here. Here we go. First hack. Alright, let's explain this hack. Very simple once you know what you're doing. Starting from the top, the tip, 1. 1. So you reset it, right? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. See how I'm counting that out and matching it by its number. And then bam, the hack goes in itself. All you're literally doing is counting everything down. It's that simple. So easy. Just count it. Match from the tip of the finger and just count down and until you match all the corresponding parts. Excuse me. Okay. Just gonna go in here, get our target, and then get out. And then we'll move on to the next section. The compound can get a little overwhelming if you don't know where you're going, but if you follow this entry point, that I did, it's always going to be the same, nothing can change, and it's very simplistic. You just pop them in the head and keep moving. And you can, you know, easily get into this place and get out without being detected. Like I said, I hardly ever botch. And if I do, generally I'm able to recover from it. But we're not looking to botch. We're just looking to get down in front of it. Alright, so like you come right out of there, head up. We've been through here before. We're gonna go through this way. Right here. Alright, there's his buddy. We're not gonna shoot him yet, but give you an idea of where we came from there. We went up there. Went down there, now we're going through here. Alright, so you never want to shoot guys too close to each other, but as you can see, now we're going to switch third person and exit this place. It's that simple. It's very simple to go through all of this as long as you're following everything. That's the only guards you're going to run into, and if you're quick enough, you're not even going to run into the Juggernaut. You're probably not even going to run into the second guy right there. You're just going to pop the guy on the left and head on through. So, fundamentally, if you're with a duo, you would head that. You wouldn't even run into anybody. But it's trickier when you're solo. Just like that. Steal his motorcycle here. You're going to head through here. You got a truck that's going to be coming up ahead. So, I like to cut off to the right here. You should see it on my left. Oh shit, I just clotheslined the shit out of myself. See, always keep your eyes on the road. But anyway, you probably won't even see him now because I fucking hit a tree. But yeah, he's over to the left. You shouldn't even run into him. Dip it up, hit it down. Alright, double tap down, boom. So, we're just literally gonna get to where the airstrip is. That should be what you're touching down when you're doing it. That's how we're gonna exit. Because 9 times out of 10, that's where your grabs are gonna be when you're soloing. Don't fucking hit the tree. Don't do that. Even still, you'll be able to recover. You saw how I was recovering pretty quickly from it, but yeah. Keep your eyes on the road, don't hit the fucking tree. Alright. I feel like fucking Bradshaw clotheslined me from hell in my very simplistic, you know, see everything that we're doing isn't too complicated. It's very strict every time you do this heist, and you're gonna be able to make a lot of money. It's the easiest and it's the best money. It's a little bit more time consuming though to do all this. You're gonna have to prep everything every day. You're gonna have to, go through it initially, but it's a simple thing to do. Problem is there's so many entry points and all that. You guys probably had no idea about that, but you definitely want to scope it out. And I think it's the back of his compound in the ocean. You will spot that drainage tunnel. That's how you want to get in there. You can see I'm kind of heading for that little dip right in there. You see that? That's where I'm heading, because too far to the right gets sort of close to some of the boat patrols. I've had them spot me before, so I just kind of get to the closest point I can get here, and then I'll be heading near the hangar, pop the guy at the hangar, pop the guy to the right and the camera, and then you'll see. We'll walk you through it. It's simple, man. I don't know how much popularity the video is going to get. This is unscripted. This is me pretty much playing it. Get a good feel for it. If you guys want more like content and videos based on everything else, preps and all that, we can do that. Okay. So we're not even going to worry about this dude right here. As you can see, Rubio is right up there. We only want one mess with him. I'm just gonna wait for him to go by, and then we're gonna go over to that right. He shouldn't linger too long. He has no idea we're here. Staring. Boom. Just like that. Alright, this dude can be tricky sometimes. And if Rubio's like looking at you, you could just sneak up this way. Like this. Camera's gonna be right there. Bah. Pop the dude right here in the head. And that's it. That's pretty much all the dangers you gotta worry about. This is typically where you're gonna find what you're gonna grab. Sometimes it's really not like worth it. Sometimes it'll be just like cash in here or whatever, but you want to fill your bags. That's the most important thing, your loot bag filling up. I mean, it's nice, yes, if you can get cocaine, if you can get weed, but even if it's cash, you want to fill it, because it's a part of the elite challenge, and that's going to pay you more. I remember what I got here. That's how you access that top. And we'll show you how to do it in a second. Excuse me. This is things you're going to be doing every solo run. If you're doing duos, you're not going to worry about any of this. Okay. So, normally I would just run the hell out of here, but since we're here, grab your forklift. Drive it over to this pallet, right? Take the pallet, put it up top, jump, 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 and access that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna worry about it, but that's how you pretty much get up there. That's how you get down. Let's get out of here. Trying to get that elite challenge done. We don't want to linger. But as you can see, I haven't been spotted whatsoever through this heist. We've done it very easily. As long as you can get a headshot. You should be able to get a headshot. Don't hit the tree. Don't hit the shrub. Alright, sailing from here. Why my dude changes throughout his scuba gear all the time. I don't know. I think he learned it from Scuba Steve. But yeah, that's it, dude. Literally, Island Heist is so simple. I think I pretty much covered everything that should be questioned. If not, pop a question in the comment. I should be able to get back to it. Trying to think. On hard, it's just as simplistic. Only the hack is gonna have 2 instead of 1. You get paid more. I mean, as you can see, it really doesn't matter if you have 0 lives or not. You shouldn't be spotted through this method. Alphanumeric. Yeah, that's it. Once you get to this sub like that, you see the sub disappeared. You just chill out. Damn. Right. Passed. That's our potential take. 1.3. Still got the elite challenge. Brow. Almost 1.4. Usually 1.4 is my lows. I've walked away for like 1.8 solo before. Well, that is the Island Heist, you know, a tutorial, how I do it, how I think other people could benefit. There's probably other countless videos on it. This is my take on it. This is how I do it. Appreciate anybody that's viewing. A like would be greatly appreciated. Sharing the video would be greatly appreciated. And thanks for joining me. It was fun. Love this game. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully we'll make more videos and you guys have fun. Alright. Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Take it easy, man.